Hi students, today we are going to discuss about second aspect of function calling, that is function with no arguments but returns a value. So this is also second type. So in this we are going to see little bit more about how the functions are defined like that. So we will going to see the definition of this. See here, for function with no arguments but returns a value, for this we have a definition. There could be occasion, just I will take a pointer here. So there could be a occasions where we may need to design a functions that may not take any arguments, nothing but you have to design a function in a such a way that no inputs has to be taken. So like that you have to design a program. It is up to the developer or up to the um, end user technique how they will going to design a program or function. Arguments take any arguments but returns a value to the calling function. This is how you need to design a function. It should not take any kind of arguments but it should return a value. So such a way you have to design a program. For example, an example of this get chr function, it has to no parameters but it returns an integer in an integer type. Nothing but it is not taking any inputs, but even though it returning the integer value, nothing but data type is an integer. That's what. So you need to understand these things. Data type that represents a character. So yes, we know this. Again, we will going to see the syntax. Small syntax. See this function declaration. So we know this one, function declaration. So this is prototyping integer function. Again, function call. So this call, function call is, we are not sending any inputs here. This is what we have to understand here. Such a way you have to design the program without any arguments. Again, function definition. Here you have to design the function which returns a value. So integer function, you see, you can able to see returns x. So it is returning some value. So that one you have to design like that. So we're going to discuss in real scenario, or like adding two numbers or square root, like that we're going to discuss. We're going to write a program on this. You can able to see this program, simple program we have. So calculating the square, calculate the area of a square. It's a very simple program. So we are not taking any inputs here. Square is a calling function. So I'm not taking any input here. Just we are calculating and we are returning the value to the calling function. So that is what you need to do. Like that you have to design a program. We're going to write a program on real scenario. So let's take a variable. So first I will going to create a function here like integer sum. I will going to create a function. Here what I'm doing, I will going to take two variables. Again, I'm going to find the square root of those two variables. Again, I will going to add those. Okay. So a little bit different we will going to do. Okay, fine. So let's take an integer value. So we know that square root of 5 into 5, 25. So that's why I will going to take a is equal to 25. Fine. Again, I will going to take one more variable, that is b is equal to integer b is equal to take any value. So I will going to take 16. That is better because 4 into 4, 16 square root is 4. Fine. So now what I will going to do, I will going to add these two numbers. For that I will going to introduce the variable sum. Okay, fine. I think it's clear. So for that we need to declare this sum. I'm going to declare here integer sum. Fine. Now what I will going to do, I will going to calculate these things. So I will going to, first I will going to find the square root of a and square root of b. So again I will going to add those two. Again I will going to place those values into the sum. That's why sum is equal to. So there is a function called sqrt function for mathematical expression square root of a, again plus, again you take square root of b, you take b, again semicolon. That's it, very simple. So whatever the value you are going to add here after finding the square root, return that value into the sum. Okay, so whatever the sum value you are going to get it, that will be written in the sum. Here you can able to see this one. I am not printing anything over here, so I will going to return these things into the main function. So before that we have to call a function here, that is sum fine. So this is my calling function. So I will going to create a variable. Whenever you will going to return the result into the sum, so it's need a variable, okay, to store the data. So that's why I will going to create a variable saying that integer, I will take it as a result um, semicolon. So I will going to mention here now, so result is equal to sum. So finally what I will going to do, I will going to print the result here. So that's why f printf. So here you write sum of two given numbers, two given values percentage d you mention because it's an integer, again comma, just mention here result. So whatever the value you will going to store into the result, that value will going to be printed. So very simple one. Again, everything is done. One more important thing we have to do, that is prototyping. Prototyping is very, very important. Don't forget. I will copy this one. I will go to paste here. So this is what we are doing. This is C code function with no arguments but have a return value. So just semicolon is, this is called it as declaration. So let me compile this. I don't think so. We don't have any error. See here, square root of a is 5. Again, square root of b is 4. 4 into 4, 16. So 5 plus 4, we have to get 9. Yes or not? So let me see this. You will get the perfect answer or not? Yeah. So we are getting the answer, that is 9. So this is how you need to design the program. You can able to see this one. So very simple program. So square root of a and square root of b. So after finding the square root, again one more important thing here, just add a library, that is include uh, math.h. When you are using mathematical functions, please include this. So that is more than enough. So I think it's very clear. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you.